Hello everyone, I'm Ray Zhang, and I'm a machine learning engineer in Atlassian. Our Rovo Dev agent was recently launched, and I'm going to show you how Rovo Dev has helped us automate code vulnerability issue resolution within Atlassian. There are more than 1,000 vulnerability issues from software composition analysis every month across all our code repositories. Each issue traditionally requires 30 minutes to 1 hour of developer time to investigate and fix. And typically, it will take more than 10 days for the issue to resolve. This creates a massive backlog of security debt that teams struggle to address while delivering features. We needed an automated solution to automatically resolve these vulnerability issues without burdening development teams. To address this need, we used Rovo Dev to build an automatic vulnerability mitigation. We rolled it out in July, and we saw immediate results in merely 3 months. There has been more than 1,800 PRs automatically raised, merged by the developers, and resolved the underlying vulnerability issues. This saves more than 1,000 developer hours. And issue resolution time, which comes from vulnerability issue creation until resolution, has been greatly reduced by 50%. This is not only saved hundreds of developer hours every month, but also greatly reduced the company's exposure to vulnerability issues. Now let me show you how it works. Rovo Dev is listening to the creation of a JIRA ticket on vulnerability. Then you would create a Rovo Dev coding agent run from this ticket. Rovo Dev will infer the repository to work on, clone it as a working folder. Rovo Dev will then use the same vulnerability scanner as used in the ticket and confirm the reported issue is still there. And then you will try to gather more context information, including finding similar solutions to this specific vulnerability problem, finding the general instructions centrally created, and also get the repository-specific instructions through the agent markdown file in the repository. Then Rovo Dev will start to work towards a solution. After the fix, Rovo Dev will run the vulnerability scanner again to verify the fix and repeat the process if needed. It may also run build, linter, and other commands as specified by the repository as a final touch-up. Once everything is ready, Rovo Dev will prepare the pull request. It would generate a pull request title and description by summarizing the task, solution, and results. It would then find relevant users based on the ticket and add them as pull request reviewers. Some repositories they may include their own list of pull request reviewers in the agent markdown file within the repository. They would then be added as pull request reviewers as well. Now everything is ready. Rovo Dev will raise the pull request and let reviewers know the solution is ready for review. Want to check how it works in practice? Here is an example. This is a JIRA ticket for code vulnerability found in a repository. It mentioned a few passes where the vulnerable dependency is found, and also the transitive dependency relationship. This ticket was filed on September 18th. It triggered a Rovo Dev run right away. It took minutes for the Rovo Dev to raise a pull request with the solution. Now let's take a look at the pull request it raised. It added a very concise title, a link to the JIRA issue. The author is Rovo Dev. The request was raised on September 18th, and it passed all the build pipelines, and it got approved by the developers, and it got merged on September 19th. To give the pull request reviewers more background information and make the solution credible, in the pull request description, Rovo Dev wrote summary of the tasks, verification of the solution, and summary of all the changes it had made. Additionally, it ran a repo-specific command to update the dependency reports, as specified in the repository agent markdown file. At the very end, it also ran the IC scanner again to verify it, and also run the build to make sure the updated dependency will not break anything. This is the secret how it passes the build pipelines. Let's take a look at the changes to make sure everything looks fine. It updated a few dependency versions and updating the comment, It generates all the dependency reports using the repository-specific command mentioned earlier. It looks all good to me, and it definitely deserves the approval and merging. This is just one application of Rovo Dev agents. With more interfaces launching, we would build even more sophisticated tools to boost developer productivity. Please stay tuned for our future launches. You can learn more about the Rovo Dev agents by following this link. Thank you so much for your listening.